Ocho, you watched this game last night. We didn't think it was going to be much, but the Jets did a great job. Aaron Rodgers looked unbelievable. Aaron Rodgers, 281 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. The Jets defense recorded 7 sacks. And at the end, Drake May got an opportunity to play. And you know what? It might be a sign of things to come because you kind of know what you was going to get with Jacoby Brissett. You just wanted the rook to sit, learn a little bit. You was kind of hoping probably Brissett could get a little farther into the season, Ocho, but it doesn't look like it. But you know what you're going to get, Jacoby Brissett. He's not changing anybody's life. But give the Jets credit tonight. They look really good. Aaron Rodgers
very good.
Like he normally does. Now he looks like the Aaron Rodgers that we saw in Green Bay. What did you like? What did you like most about what you saw from the Jets?
What I saw most from the Jets is the consistency of their offense. Now there was a little lull, obviously, in the third and fourth quarter, but their first and second quarter they look good, going up and down the field, being able to run the ball, having a consistent balance of run and pass. Garrett Wilson looks very good. Mike Williams looks good.
Yeah,
the running game looks good. Now this is the Jets that people were expecting to see if Aaron Rodgers didn't get hurt last year. So with him being healthy, now he made me a little nervous sometimes. Every time he scrambles outside that damn pocket and go goddamn run, and I'm like, it's like I'm holding my breath a little bit, because I know his Achilles is messed up. But again, something that other quarterbacks need to learn, like Tua. Every time he got out the pocket, what's the first thing Aaron Rodgers did? Feet first, he get down.
Get a first, get down.
First, get down. But other than that, man, they look phenomenal. And that defense, they didn't look good last week, but this week, he looked much better. And the fact that this Patriot team that I just saw tonight beat my goddamn Bengals at home week 1.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on. But listen, if you're a Jet fan, if you're in the chat, you're a Jet fan, even if you're not a fan of Aaron Rodgers because of some all the extracurricular activities he talks about and does off the field, the young man, this is a reason why they put up with his bullshit. And he gave you an example of that tonight.
Yeah, Ocho, when I watched this game, I'm looking at the Patriots and I'm thinking to myself, y'all had a game plan.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, a guy that can't run. The last thing you want to do is let Aaron Rodgers get outside the pocket and throw the ball. That's where he's most dangerous. He made his bones. He's a 4-time league MVP. Yes, Aaron Rodgers can throw the ball from the pocket. He's one of the most prolific throwers of the football that we've ever seen. But he's most dangerous outside of the pocket. That's what you do to a Tom Brady. You force Tom Brady off his mark. Yes, Tom is accurate outside of the pocket, but he's not as accurate outside of the pocket as he is in the pocket. Aaron Rodgers is the flip side. Yes, Aaron can beat you from the pocket, but you would much rather have him because you don't want to give him that kind of time once he escapes the pocket. Now, he can't run like he couldn't run like he could when he was 28, 32. He's 40 now. We understand that. But his arm is still just as dangerous. And if you let him buy time outside of the pocket, and we know this about Aaron, if you studied his career, he loves throwing the ball to the tight end. And his tight end came up with some big catches on third down to keep the chains going, give him an opportunity to stay on the field, get 3 more downs. But I didn't really like the game plan of the Patriots because they let Aaron get outside to his left. They let him get outside to his right. That is a game plan that you have for a stationary quarterback, a Tom Brady, a Peyton Manning, or Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I ain't worried about y'all going nowhere. So I'm just going to make sure I'm going to get you off your mark in the pocket. But when you look at them, they ran the ball okay, not great. They ran the ball okay. The defense did what they were supposed to do. What I think was an overmatched team. Yeah, you dominate them. That's what you're supposed to do, Ocho. A team that you're better than, you're supposed to come out of the game feeling that you're better than. Not like, man, I wish we had played better. We're supposed to beat that team by X amount of points. So when you play somebody and you're better damn near across the board, this is what you're supposed to do. Now, they missed a field goal, and I'm sure there's some things that Aaron and the offensive staff is going to look at like, you know what, guys, we probably should have had another 10, 14 points. And we feel a lot. I mean, we feel good, but we feel a lot better about ourselves. I think that's the thing that the coaches that I really appreciate about a lot of the coaches that I played for, Ocho, that even when we won the game, he's like, we're going to go back and watch the film because there are some things that we can do a lot better to make sure that we're clicking on all cylinders, everything's going okay. But the Jets, now you get 10 days. You don't play again until the following Sunday. You get some time off. You played a lot of games in the first 11, because they had a Monday night game. Then they played a Sunday, and then they came and played a Thursday. So you're looking at about 3 games in the span of 11 days. That's a lot. That's a lot on a 40-year-old body.
Well, you know,
and so give Aaron credit for
one thing you know, Aaron ain't practicing. He ain't practicing. He definitely not. If somebody gonna take some time off, it's gonna be him. I don't know who the backup quarterback is or whoever the number 2 quarterback is for the Jets, but he gonna get some reps in.
It's Tyrod.
Tyrod, huh? Yeah, Tyrod.
Yeah, I think
get some reps in this week because Aaron Rodgers is taking all that off.
Well, first of all, Ocho, they probably won't even be back till Monday. So you get Friday off, Saturday off, Sunday off. I see y'all Monday, get a lift in. Off Tuesday, we back at this thing on Wednesday. So that I think that's the proper step. And probably this week, everything was all walked through. Ain't nobody doing no. I mean, your body. I mean, because you know how sore you are, man. You play a game on Sunday, man. You sore till Wednesday. So it's a lot of film study, a lot of film study, a lot of walkthrough. But the Jets, what they're 2-1 right now. They're 3 in 11 games. I mean, 11 days, 3 games in 11 days. So you have to feel good. Yeah, you'd be love to be 3-0 with 10 days off, but you have to feel good. You won this game on a short week. Your offense looked good. They're starting to pick up steam. Aaron is starting to figure out what his guys, how they like the ball in game situations, because you can practice scenario, but game and practice is a lot different. And you saw some of the throws that he was making. He's as good with the back shoulder ball as we've had in this league in any point in time in their career. You see him hit Garrett Wilson with a back shoulder ball. You see him hit Mike. Who was that? No, that was Garrett Wilson on the touchdown.
The first one, Gonzalez. That was Garrett.
Yeah. Well, he had Lazard. Lazard steamrolled his way into the end zone, and then the second touchdown, or third touchdown, he hit Garrett Wilson, who did a great job. I think the only thing that Gonzalez made, Ocho, when you're on the inside, you can't reach like this.
Which far.
You reach, yes, you reach across your body, and he was trying to make a play. I mean, you're trying to make a play. You're down. You're desperate, and you try to make a play. That's the only thing that I would say. That's the only thing I would say with Gonzalez. Look, I'm not no great DB, but I'm probably sure Time or one of the Revis or one of those other guys will tell you the same thing. When you're coming from the inside, you reach like that. But other than that, he ran a great route. Aaron Rodgers threw a great ball. It was a great ball. It's going to be great coverage anyway, so it might have not even made a difference. But give this offense credit, 24-3. Probably saying, I'm sure they're kicking themselves like, man, probably 34-3, 38-3. We feel a lot better about ourselves.
Now you take some of those.
Because they missed the field goal. Remember, they missed the field goal at the half.
But the penalties taking them back out of field goal range as well. Missing some of those points that they could have had.
Yeah. But the thing is, and if you look at it, Braylon Allen, again, 14 touches, 68 yards. So 34 for, that's a $151. That's not bad. 34 for a $151, a little over 4 yards a carry. So they ran the ball better than I thought they did. Because it seemed like every time I looked, they were running to the line, they would get stopped. So I guess so when you look at it, Ocho, that's a lot of carries. And they're doing a great job of mixing it up, because we know Aaron is great off the play fake. Great off the play fake, and you have those, you get the ball down the field, and he's great at the line of scrimmage. They give him a lot of leeway. He knows this offense backwards and forwards, so he has a lot of leeway at the line of scrimmage. But I like this two-headed monster with Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. They can run the ball. They're only going to get better, especially when the weather gets cold. Bad. That's not going to impact Rodgers, because he's coming from Lambeau, so it's not like he's coming from Miami or LA somewhere, and all of a sudden it's going to be hard. He knows what it's like to play in the cold. He knows how to get his body ready, how to spin the football in the cold. But they might be a situation where they can be an issue. They can be an issue for somebody, especially once they get this thing going, because they can play coverage in the back end with those two corners. The defense can get after you. Quentin Williams, what is that? McDonald, I think that's the guy that they brought in place of Hassan Reddick. And I think he has 4 or 5 sacks now, Ocho. He's playing extremely well. So I think that's the thing where they're like, okay, hey, we got a guy that got in 3 games, got 5 sacks. Let's not make a rash decision and pay Hassan Reddick, $20+ million. Now, had he not had those numbers, Ocho, that might be a different story. But you know how it is, Ocho. Wide receiver holding out. The number 2 receiver is going crazy. So in 3 games, he got 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. They're like, well, let's just hold on. Let's see if we can go another week. You know how teams think, Ocho. Aaron Rodgers' touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson, Ocho, in the third quarter was his 480 of his career. It was one of the first he's thrown to a wide receiver drafted in the first round. Look, he's going to have 500 touchdowns, which is a benchmark. I mean, 300 used to be. 300 was the gold standard because before these guys started throwing routinely for 30 and 40 touchdowns, and then we had a couple of guys hit 50 touchdowns. Mahomes hit 50. Brady's hit 50. Manning has hit 50. Manning has also hit 49. Now, the standard is if you don't throw for 400, 500 touchdowns, 300 touchdowns ain't the same. It's like a baseball player. The number, you hit 500 home runs or you bat 300. Now, hell, you got to have bat 300, have 500 home runs, then 300 stolen bases in order for people like, well, he had a good career. But Rodgers is going to throw for 500 touchdowns and with as fewer interceptions and he's going to throw for. He might be in a situation. I don't think he has 100 interceptions. Does he have 100 interceptions yet, Ash? I don't think he does. 480 touchdowns with fewer than 100 interceptions. Let that sink in. Because I think he has like a 4-to-1 TD to touchdown interception ratio, which is crazy. 2-to-1 you can live with.
I mean, it's good.
Oh, you got 106? He got 106, Ocho. 480 to 106. He still got the highest touchdown to interception ratio. Well, the lowest. Well, high touchdown, low interception. So he has that best in the history. Because there are times that he went the whole season throwing 40-plus touchdowns in single-digit interceptions. He might not have more than 2 seasons in which he's thrown double-digit touchdowns. Interceptions, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Just goes to show you how good he is. Oh, my bad, Ocho. He has 3.
Hey, it's funny. It's funny how the landscape of the AFC East has shifted down completely. Totally shifted. Now, it was always dominated, obviously, always consistently dominated by the Patriots. Now things there have changed. Everything there has shifted. Like going, the head coach is going.
You ain't going to be on the top forever.
You're right, but it was on there for a long time. Two
20 years, 2 decades.
I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah, ain't nobody's had
like
a run. And maybe you got to go back to the 49ers, Ocho, when the 49ers in the 80s, when they ran the NFC West. You had the Rams, you had the Falcons, you had the Saints. People don't realize that was way a long time ago. But the Falcons, the Rams, the 49ers, and the Saints were in the NFC West. Okay. And the 49ers ran that division. But they didn't run it like what the Patriots did from 2000 until Brady left. It won a division damn near every year.
Crazy. So you know what? Now, I mean, obviously Aaron Rodgers, based on where he's at in his career, like I think they have a chance to dominate the AFC East, especially depending on how long it takes Tua to get back, how far behind the Dolphins are in the division as well, and how well they can do with Tyler Huntley and Skylar Thompson. There's a chance that the goddamn Jets here.
What about Buffalo?
Listen, what about Buffalo? I love Josh Allen, right? I love Josh Allen. I love Josh Allen. I don't think he has enough pieces. I love Keon Coleman.